Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's weekly weight loss vlog. I watched last week's, but I don't think I said the dates last week. Not that you really need to know; they just run week in, week out. But anyway, what we're on today? I don't know. Me watch it working. 8th. It's the 8th of April. So, oh yeah, last week Monday was April Fool's. So 1st of April to the 7th of April. That is what we are going to be looking at today. As always, doing these vlogs for a little bit of my own accountability, but also hopefully you guys might take a little bit of inspiration from my own current sort of weight loss phase, as it were. And hoping some way, shape or form, it helps you to boss your own weight loss. Last week, do you know what? Back to Groundhog Day, really. And last week is the last calorie deficit week that could be the last calorie deficit week for 3 months. Or when I say last calorie deficit week, I mean my ideal calorie deficit. So my ideal calorie deficit is 19,250 calories a week. That, if I hit that number, around that number, I don't mind going a smidge over. I like to be a little bit under if possible. And if I'm anywhere under, even if it's 1 calorie under, that for me is a perfect week. There's no such thing as a perfect weight loss journey. And in all honesty, there's no such thing as a perfect week. But for me, if I'm a calorie under 19,250, that is about as good as I ever want it to be. And yeah, so last week is pretty much kind of, in a way, the last, chance for me to hit my ideal deficit. And I'm not saying over the next 3 months, I'm not going to get into a calorie deficit the odd week, but I've got loads on and life can get hectic. When it does, we just have to accept it. Now, it'd be very, very easy for me now to just chuck weight loss in the bin. Not happening. Absolutely not happening whatsoever. I probably mentioned this last week in the vlog, but my goal now for the next 3 months is to be, well, I've got one more check-in. That's this week, which I'll discuss next week. So no check-in for me this week. I check in every 2 weeks. So last check-in, I was 19.2 pounds down. And you know what? I'm kind of looking at being on the 1st of July, minus 19.2 pounds down. And then I'm going to kind of go into another, what I would call ideal deficit weight loss phase, as it were. As I've already said in this vlog, there's no such thing as a perfect weight loss journey. There's always going to be things that come to test us on this journey. And for me, I've just got a really hectic schedule. I know I discussed it last week, but this is week 1 of the hectic schedule. So I'm going to discuss, get my teeth back in. I'm going to discuss basically how I'm going to tackle it. Is kind of, what we'll have a little chat about. Then I'll go through my food diary for last week. But yeah, it was Groundhog Day last week. It was simple, it was straightforward, and I made sure of that. I wasn't too, I suppose, overly restrictive. I think at the start of last week, in my mindset, I was like, I'm going to absolutely go way under my ideal deficit because it is kind of last chance saloon for a couple of months of getting into hitting my ideal deficit. But I ended up 66 calories under. I'll put my weekly calories up in a minute. But this week, so what's going on this week? I know I should possibly discuss this next week, but I will do if that makes sense. I'm going to discuss previous week and the following week over the next few weeks. So you can just see exactly how I'm basically going to navigate my way through, a really hectic sort of time, as it were. And so many people faced with what I've got going on just forget weight loss, chuck it to the back of the queue. Can't do that. You can't do that. There's no need to do that. Just because for a period of time, and that period of time might be a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months in some cases, the priority might not be weight loss. It doesn't mean that then the only other thing is to gain weight. It really, really isn't. If my priority isn't to lose weight, then my priority is to do the best I can to maintain the losses that I've created. And I've kind of done that since 2017 when I got to, what I would class as my ideal, not my ideal weight. I just kind of come to the end. I'm using the term weight loss phase because that's kind of how it works. I went through a weight loss phase for 3 years, 9 months. That was my initial sort of weight loss journey. And when I got to November 2017, I went, I'm done now. I'm all right for a little bit. I didn't think in my head, that's the end of it. I might not, I might go into losing a bit more weight now. But when I got to November 2017, I was like, I'm just going to concentrate on maintaining, concentrate on my nutrition, concentrate on my training. If I decide in the future to go and lose a bit more weight, I will do. I never really had to make that decision until the last year or two because I naturally lost weight and so on and so forth. I've discussed that before. Anyway, so my priority now is to maintain the losses I've created for the first 3 months. I didn't do this last year. So this time last year, we were in America. Some very good friends of ours got married in Vegas and we decided to go over for their wedding. And we had air miles to use, and because we had to fly certain dates to use our air miles to basically fly over there, we actually ended up going, I think we went for 2 weeks. I think we went for 2 weeks to America. And I was in a weight loss phase last year, January, February, March, as I have been this year. And then we went to America. All the weight I lost January, February, March, I gained back and a bit more. And then over the next, basically, rest of the year, lost a bit, gained it back, lost a bit, gained it back. And we have to learn from what we're doing. Something I've been really, really conscious of throughout my journey is, things don't quite go right. Learn from it so it doesn't happen again. And I'm always learning. I'll still be learning in 5, 10 years' time, 20 years' time, 30 years' time. And what I've learned from last year is, I've got a busy time now. Couple of holidays coming up and some breaks away and stuff like that, but I still need to make weight loss a priority. The priority, not weight loss a priority, but my weight management a priority. And although I might not be able to lose over the next few weeks, I certainly feel I can maintain. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's go on this week's. And this week, I've got a stag do. I am off on a stag do. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Off to Poland, Warsaw. Never been. Why are we going to Warsaw? I think it was literally, we sort of were arranging it last November time, I think. And we sort of went on Google Flights or Skyscanner. And what are the cheapest flights for somewhere that is pretty decent for a stag do that's not going to cost a fortune while we're there? I think that was kind of how it worked out. So the cheapest flights were, I think, Amsterdam, but obviously Amsterdam's pretty damn expensive. I've actually never been to Amsterdam, but from what I've been told, it's pretty damn expensive. Next cheapest flights were Brussels, again, pretty expensive. And then the next cheapest flights was Warsaw, Poland. I think we paid 98 quid return. That'll do, Ryanair, thank you very much. And from what I've heard, again, I've never been to Poland. Poland's pretty cheap, apparently. I don't know if it is. I'll find out on Friday. But anyway, so there we go. And that was, kind of the reason why we've ended up going there. We were rumbling on about going Krakow, but everyone seems to go to Krakow. So we said, let's go Warsaw. All right, okay. Capital city of Poland. Let's go. Never been. Looking forward to it. Leaving the house, getting picked up 3 a.m. Friday morning. So it's an early start. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We fly home Monday. Monday is just going to be a normal calorie day for me. Back to tracking calories, blah, 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 blah. But I kind of have a rule of thumb, and I've always followed this rule of thumb from when I started my weight loss journey, is as soon as I get to an airport, I don't track calories. You need to have breaks. You need to have confidence in yourself. And, you need breaks from everyday life. I will have talked about, to be honest with you, I waffle on that much in these vlogs. I kind of forget what I cover week in, week out, as it were. But anyway, I will have talked about having weight loss breaks before. I know I have. I think between my vlogs, my podcasts, my social media content, yeah, I never know whether I'm coming or going with what I talk about. But anyway, yeah, you need to have weight loss breaks. It's something I've always, again, been conscious of throughout my weight loss journey, that, not to over restrict myself. And, the reality is no one in the world has a weight issue because they have a couple of holidays a year. No one in the world has a weight issue because they enjoy Christmas once a year or a birthday once a year. It is literally what we do in between. And I kind of worked out at the start of my weight loss journey, I'm like, let's say I had 2 holidays a year for a week at a time, or even 3 holidays, 3 7-day periods where I didn't track a single calorie, I didn't give a toss about weight loss. That's 21 days. Then I have another week at Christmas. That's 28 days. I then celebrate my birthday and a few other parties, a few other bits and pieces. And I kind of came to the conclusion, if I spent 36.5 days of the year where I did not give a toss about weight loss, it's literally 10%. 10% of the year. It's not that 10% that's the issue. It's the other 90%. And that's kind of, this week I go away Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm still tracking my calories. I'm still being accountable Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday until I leave the house on Friday morning, get to the airport. Then calories aren't going to exist for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, still tracking my calories, still staying accountable, still looking at banking calories as I would do normally going into the weekend. Where am I going to end up at the end of this week? I don't know. Probably calorie maintenance. Maybe a little bit more. I doubt it. My calorie maintenance is, I used to say it was 24,000 calories a week. Looking at the data of what I've lost, the calories I've eaten, I'm going to say 23. I'm going to knock 1,000 off that. So I'd say my calorie maintenance is 23,000 calories a week. I'm going to aim to consume no more than, this is the aim, 9,500 calories up to Thursday night, right? 9,500 calories. That means I'm going to have 13,500 calories for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is, what's that, 4,500 a day? So I've got 4,500 a day. If I consume an average 4,500 Friday, 4,500 Saturday, 4,500 Sunday, I'll be in a calorie maintenance at the end of this week. Calorie maintenance. I won't lose any body fat, but I won't gain any body fat. And I have enjoyed a stag do. If I can bank a little bit more than, or if I can do a little bit less than 9,500, I think it worked out. Let me get on the old calculator. I think 2,350 a day times 4, 9,400. Yes, I've kind of said if I eat 2,400 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, on average, then I'm not going to be. I'm going to, give myself a pretty decent allowance for the weekend. If I go a little bit over, am I overly worried? No, because if I do go over, it will be a little bit. Even on a full drinking day here in the UK, I'm normally around 5,000 calories. A full-blown hangover day here in the UK, about 5,000 calories. So the most I'm going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday is 15,000 calories. I know that. But I am going into it a little bit mindful. And I'll tell you why. I've got a lot of stuff coming up. Normally, if I had nothing on for a month after this stag do, I'll be honest with you, it will be no holds barred. But a week on Saturday, we go away again, me and Rachel. So, yeah, I am going to be a little bit mindful. And since I started drinking again in March, something I'll give myself a massive pat on the back for is, I'm not going into people's views on drinking alcohol and stuff like that, but I didn't drink alcohol January, February. But I've had beers in March and April. In fact, I've probably had at least a couple of pints each weekend since the beginning of March. I enjoy going for a pint. I'm not going to apologise for that. And as long as I do that within my calories, and this is something I struggled with last year, kind of a mental thing. If I drink alcohol, I overeat. And I think I just kind of gave up. Oh, well, if I'm going to the pub and drinking alcohol, I might as well overeat. Sometimes I wasn't always accountable to that, tracking my calories and stuff. I've been very accountable to it. So even this weekend just gone, I went out Friday night, Saturday night, sorry. Brad, whose Stag do it is this weekend, I got his Polish zlotys. I ordered some currency. So I took it over to him on Saturday. Me and Rach went over, and him and his missus, his future wife, we went to their local con club sort of thing. And ended up having 3 or 4 pints, but all within calories, controlled my food afterwards. And then yesterday, me and Rach, because I'm going away this weekend, we decided to go out for a little bit of Sunday lunch. And again, had a couple of pints yesterday, all within calories, all and no overeating afterwards. Whereas last year, it's been like, oh, I've had a few pints. Where's the crisps? Where's the nuts? Sat on the couch, eating all afternoon. Anyway, so I've done really, really well. And it's just something I've been, working on. I enjoy going for a couple of pints. And if I go for a couple of pints and can control my calories around that, there's nothing wrong with enjoying a couple of beers. And my weight loss isn't going to be affected. So I have been working on some self-control. I'm going to have a little bit this weekend. I generally am. To be honest with you, I'm an old man now. I'm older than anyone else going on this stag do. And I can't drink for toffee anymore. So I said, look, if I'm up at 3 a.m. and we're having a couple of beers in the airport and a couple of cans on the plane and then going out into Warsaw Friday afternoon, I will be in bed at 7 o'clock. Again, not apologising for that. I'll be flat out in bed, 7 p.m., catching some Z's, ready, I'll be the one that's sat having breakfast when everyone else is coming back in on Saturday morning, probably. But anyway, so yeah, there we go. That's this week. Still tracking my calories Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No tracking Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next week's weekly weight loss vlog will be Tuesday. It won't be Monday. I come back Monday. I think we're not late, like 1, 2 o'clock Monday afternoon, but by the time I get back here from the airport and go through any emails and stuff I'll need to plough into. It'll be Tuesday. So I'll record my weekly weight loss vlog on Tuesday. I'll let you know how many calories I get through. I'm checking in this week on Thursday, a day earlier than Friday because I'm up so early Friday. So I'll let you know what my check-in is like. Anyway, let's get back to this week. I have waffled on enough about plans for this week. Let's go through let's go through my eating this week. And you know what? Yeah, it's been spot on. I put it up on my weekly thing now on NutriCheck. Last Monday was bank holiday. So I would normally bank calories on a Monday. In fact, Mondays are normally one of my highest sort of banking calorie days. I kind of feel, when I'm in that pattern of eating more at the weekend, controlling my calories during the week, on a Monday, a bit like today, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like, do you know what? I've had more calories over the weekend. I never feel that hungry on a Monday. So I always find Mondays fairly easy to control calories, if I'm being honest. But it was bank holiday last week, so I did give myself a little bit of freedom. And I said, rather than banking calories, I'll just stick to kind of my daily average, which is what I did. All right, I banked 19 calories, which is absolutely sod all, really, in the grand scheme of things. But so, yeah, bank holiday Monday. Still enjoyed a little bit of Easter egg in that. And like I say, a little bit of food freedom. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, back into calorie banking mode. 553 on Tuesday, 586 on Wednesday, 531 on Thursday, and 228 on Friday. I think I banked about 1,800 calories quickly if I look at that. Yeah, something like that. Over the weekend. And then Saturday, Sunday, 1,129 over on Saturday, 722 over on Sunday, 19,184 and 60 over a week and 66 under my ideal deficit. Yes, exactly what I wanted. So chuff with that. Shall we have a look at day view? I know you can't see the day view, but I'll just give you a quick run through of what I was eating. So Monday, bank holiday Monday, where I ate my daily average. I didn't actually, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't. I didn't go crazy. I'm looking at it here. I had some fruit and fibre with a sliced up banana and semi-skimmed milk for my breakfast. Dinner, I made this breakfast burger. We got the 5% fat burger Smaldy, which I really, really like. Smash them, make them thin. If you buy the 5% fat burgers, 5% fat burgers don't have loads of flavour. Why? Fat. is flavour. It really, really is. So obviously, if there's not much fat in those burgers, there isn't much flavour. Now, the ones from Aldi, they have some seasoning there. I think they have a bit of onion in there. They're quite nice. But what I find with them is, I get a press. I got one off, I think, Amazon. It was about £6, like a smash burger press. I got 2 frying pans, smash them down to the thin, and then really high heat, pan smoking, burger in, smash it down like they do, in America on a grill, and I make them into these, and it gives them so much flavour. Anyway, I basically last Monday, it was absolutely sensational. Loaded with protein, 595 calories, a double smashed cheese and bacon burger with an egg on it. I think I called it, I did. I called it like a breakfast burger because I put an egg on it, basically. But it was a double 5% fat burger, 1 brioche bun, 1 low-fat cheese slice, a bacon medallion, and an egg. It was delicious. 57 grams of protein in that. Afternoon snacks. What did I have afternoon snacks? I had half a Greggs sausage roll and some Easter egg because it was Easter Monday. And tea, I did homemade steak and ale pie. I've done it a couple of times the last couple of weeks. Absolutely. It was 770 calories. So basically did steak and ale, like a steak and ale stew, I suppose. But just use onion and beef and a kind of Tetley's Finest bitter. So like that. And then just do a puff pastry lid. Buy it, just roll puff pastry lid. Air fried chips and some peas, 770 calories. And then in bed at night time, we had a little bit more Easter egg and a bag of squares. Not the healthiest day, not the most unhealthiest day. Did hit my 5 a day with I had peas and carrots with me. So peas and carrots and air fried chips, which are just a healthy way of eating a potato, to be honest with you. For tea, and then I had a banana. For my breakfast, and I had a big whack of, I ate my 5 a day, so I'm happy with that. Tuesday, what we're on Tuesday? Tuesday morning I had fruit and fibre again. Fruit and fibre, I love fruit and fibre. Everyone goes on about it, I don't care, right? Fruit and fibre, literally 75 grams of fruit and fibre, full sliced up, a smallish banana on top. And 175 grams mils of semi-skim milks, 396 calories, 13 grams of protein, 7.5 grams of fibre. Absolutely banging. And then, what did I have? I did another smash burger. I had another 2 burgers left, so I did them again. But I didn't do it as a breakfast one. I just literally had... Oh, no, I didn't. I did it as a salad. I did a cheeseburger salad. So basically, I did 2 smash burgers, chopped it up with some cheese, and I did a pretty much a full bag of iceberg lettuce, like pre-prepared stuff from the supermarket. Full bag of that in a bowl. Some sliced up pickled onions in there as well. Drizzle of mayonnaise. 2 smash burgers with cheese slices on, and then just chopped them up. Stuck them on the lettuce and pickled onions, and a little drizzle of burger sauce over the top. It was absolutely delicious. 450 calories, 48 grams of protein. Mid-afternoon snack, protein shake and 2 pink lady apples. Tea, I had pasta bake, tender stem broccoli, and a chicken breast. And then in bed at night time, back to standard bag of crisps, protein bar. You know the drill. Wednesday, breakfast, I just had a banana. I think we must have gone to the gym quite early, so I just got a banana down me. Lunch, I was back to my chicken, broccoli, rice, a little bit of Chinese curry sauce over the top. Mid-afternoon, I had a white protein pudding, UFit, white protein pudding, UFit white chocolate protein pudding, loads of strawberries, loads of blueberries, and a couple of crushed up mini cookies on top. I had a bit of a sweet craving, but I was quite hungry as well. So instead of having a protein shake, I had that. It's 430 calories, 30 grams of protein, nice bit of nutrition in there with all the blueberries and strawberries I put in it. And tea time, simple tea. I had egg on toast with bacon. For tea, nighttime, bag of crisps, protein bar. Right, let's go through to Thursday. Thursday, I had a banana and half a Warrior Raw protein. I don't know where my speech has got today. Protein flapjack breakfast. Again, must have gone to the gym quite early. Lunch, chicken, rice, loads of tender stem broccoli. I tend to just buy tender stem broccoli, 200-gram pack. I'll just eat half and then another half. So 100 grams on Wednesday for lunch, 100 grams on Thursday. Mid-afternoon, I had 2 Pink Lady apples and a Satsuma. No protein shake. Thursday afternoon. Tea, gammon, egg and chips. So lean gammon, all the fat cut off, air fried chips, 1 egg, peas and mushrooms. Absolutely delicious. And do you know what? Healthy. Gammon, egg and chips, healthy. You can make pretty much any dish healthy. You can, honestly, you can. And then bag of crisps and a protein bar in bed. At night. Protein bar. I had one of these Prodo CMP bars. I don't know if you know, but I do Boss Your Protein boxes. So basically every month I do these protein snack boxes. If you want one, I'll put the link actually in this in the description of this vlog. Because I think there's about 7 or 8 left actually this month. I do 48 a month. Once they're gone, they're gone. Subscribe and save, you get 10% off. And basically I put a variety of different protein bars in. They're normally a mystery box. Oh, I've got one up here. Let me show you very, very quickly. I've got one up here. They're normally a mystery box, to be honest with you. But just for you people on the vlog, you might be like, no, Neil, I want to know it's a mystery. But I think everyone's had theirs delivered now. So I've eaten some of this. But yeah, this is basically it. So it comes in a box through the post. Boss Your Protein with a Boss Your Protein sticker on it. And yeah, they're just protein snack boxes. So if you like your protein bars, and so this month's box, you can get to try a Grenade Oreo bar, a PhD Smart bar. There is a bag of Thai sweet chili protein crisps. There is some protein balls. There is a Dinky birthday cake bar. There is a CMP protein chocolate flapjack soft bake. They're really, really good. And there's other bars. There's 11 products in total. I've eaten some out of there, but you get 11 products in total for $19.99 delivered to your door if you subscribe and save. And if you subscribe and save, you just subscribe for a month. If you don't like it, cancel it. It's fine. 20 quid delivered to your door. So if you want one, I'll put the link in. There's a few left. And if you subscribe, you're guaranteed one every month. Anyway, yeah, there's a CMP, not that CMP flapjack. There was another CMP called Choco Roll. It's a new product. It was absolutely great protein bar. So if you want to try it, again, get one of them boxes bought. Link in description. Friday, protein pancakes for breakfast. I had a cheese and ham toasty. Loads of low-fat cheese. A couple of Baby Bell Lights in there. Baby Bell Lights are such a cheat code when it comes to like cheese. When it's melted, you get a cheese pull, and they're 40 calories for 4.5 grams of protein. They really, really are. So I just fancy it. Cheese and ham toasty on Friday. Mid-afternoon snack, I had some peanuts. I had half a Muscle Food high-protein peanut butter cookie. That will be in your box if you buy a box. I've eaten it. All right. And I had 2, I'm really into Pink Lady apples. I had 2 Pink Lady apples. I think I ate about 12 of them last week. And then I made a homemade curry for tea, just a jarred one from Aldi, a korma. 3rd jar, 150 grams of chicken, loads of peppers, loads of onions in there, with some white rice and a little bit of naan bread. 950 calories. Again, absolutely delicious. Protein bar, bag of crisps at night time. And then Saturday, Sunday, yes, this is where the old food freedom kicks in. You know that. Saturday went to the gym. Actually, I'll talk about that. I did loads of exercise last week. Saturday morning, went to the gym. Wearing a Stag do this weekend. Thought, let's get some extra sessions in. Make up a little bit as well for some gym sessions I'll be missing over the next couple of weeks or so. So, yeah, went to the gym. So I had half a protein flapjack and a banana before I went. Lunch. On Saturday, we actually got a Greg's on the way home. So, chicken and bacon club baguette. from Greg's, 490 calories, absolutely lovely. And mid-afternoon, I had a protein shake and a pink lady apple and a satsuma. And then nighttime, tea time, we went to our friends. I had 4 pints of Carlsberg. Don't come at me if you're a lager connoisseur. We go to Con Club in Ambleton, and you've literally got Carlsberg, Carling, or San Miguel. I like San Miguel, but it's 5%. I didn't want 5% beer, so you got a toss up between Carlsberg and Carling. It's kind of, it's like voting. You're just picking the best of a bad bunch. Yeah, it's like voting with politics. You're just picking for the who's not quite the biggest prat at the moment, basically. Anyway, so that was it. So I ended up with Carlsberg. And then on the way home, we went and I got a doner kebab wrap. That was it. That was my bit of food freedom and a little bit of a takeaway. And then yesterday, didn't have any breakfast actually yesterday. Went to the gym again. Come on, gym this week. Yeah, hit the gym again, Saturday, Sunday. Hit the gym and we went out for lunch and I had a lovely Sunday dinner. Loads of veggies. It was absolutely delicious. It was really good, actually. Best Sunday roast I've had for a long time. So I had a Sunday dinner, had a couple of pints. Mid-afternoon snacks, nothing. I was full from that for the afternoon. Last night, just had a bacon butty at home, and then I did an ice cream sundae afterwards. I make the best low-ish calories ice cream sundae. We bought them off Amazon, I think. Get a couple of these sundae glasses. In fact, I'll try and I did take a picture of it. Let me write down what time we're on for this live, and I'll post a picture of it. So this Sunday was, let me work it out because I've got a couple of other bits in my afternoon snack. It'd be about 350 calories, right, for this Sunday. It is literally, I melted some Biscoff and poured it around the glass. I then crunched up 2 mini, the 99 calorie bag of cookies. I crunched up just 2 of those, so 33 calories, and sprinkled that to stick to the Biscoff. Used half a tub of Aldi, I think it's fudge brownie ice cream. It's 356 calories for the whole tub, so half of that is 175 calories. So put that in there, and then crushed up, I think, 4 mini eggs, and sprinkled that on top, some squirty cream, and a little drizzle of Mars dessert sauce. And it's a great big whacking ice cream sundae for about 350 calories. It lit my world up. I don't mind admitting it. And that was it. That was my eating for the week. Do you have anything else in bed last night? Oh, I had some pop chips in bed. So that was my eating for the week. So again, during the week, lots of tender stem broccoli. I'm very much Mr. Routine. Ate about 3 packets, about 600 grams of tender stem broccoli, about 4 kilos of potatoes. I love me spuds. Some peas, some carrots, some lots of pink lady apples, some satsumas. So a good bit of nutrition going in. Obviously, not just fruit and veg that gives you nutrition. Also, lots of protein, lots of fibre. I never show this actually on the week view. Again, I'll see if I can edit it. But fibre a day, I aim for, I don't really track individual macros of things, but fibre a day, the recommended allowance for fibre a day is 30 grams a day. So over a week, that would be 210 grams of fibre. So this is my fibre for the week. So you can have a little goosey gander at my fibre for the week. Something else that everyone goes on about is sugar. Well, the recommended intake of sugar for a healthy adult is 90 grams a day. Adults can have 90 grams of sugar a day. So now, don't get me wrong. If you have any issues with around consuming sugar, any health issues, it might be less than that. If you move a lot, which I do, it could be more than that. But I like to stick to the recommended. For things that are bad for us, I don't want to push the boundary. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say things that are bad for us, right, I don't like labeling good and bad. I really, really don't. Everything is a poison at some level. This is just water in this bottle. And at some point, if I drink too much of that, that will become poisonous to my body. Likewise, if I eat too much lettuce, that will become poisonous to my body. You know, everyone goes on about sugar-free drinks. I love a sugar-free drink. It curbs sweet cravings. It's virtually 0 calorie. There's 3 calories in this whole bottle of Sprite. And it adds a bit of something different to just drinking water all the time. And everyone goes on about aspartame being a carcinogen, right? This will only ever affect your health if you drink about 200 of these a day. What is the reality of that? And that's the thing with like what's good and what's bad. Obviously, there are certain foods that are a lot easier to overconsume than others. Like I say, lettuce, at some point, if you consume too much of it, will become a toxin or a poison or whatever, or will be detrimental to your health, right? Just like sugar will be. Obviously, it's a lot easier to overconsume sugar than it is to overconsume something like lettuce. But anyway, recommended allowance 90 grams of sugar a day. That's 540 grams of sugar over. Is it 540? Hang on, my maths is terrible. Yeah, sugar over a week, 540 grams of sugar. That's half a kilo of sugar. Anyway, I've had 584 there, so not a million miles away. And I'm well under for, am I doing my math right there? Oh, I'm timesing it by 6. What a Burke. This is why I'm a retired accountant. All right, and now I'm a weight loss coach. Right, so the recommended is 630 grams of sugar over a week, and I've had 584. So I'm under, right? Yes, I've had 2 days there, Monday and Sunday, where my sugar's been relatively high, but as you can see, I've had days that are under. Anything else? Saturated fat is also something that's quite easy to consume or overconsume, and too much saturated fat it takes years for this to happen, but a diet very high in saturated fats will raise our LDL cholesterols, mainly animal fats. They seem to be the main culprit. And create plaques in our arteries and will eventually lead to things like heart disease and stuff like that. Saturated fat, about 30 grams a day, 210. I'm a little bit over on my saturated fats, but nothing major. Anyway, yeah, I don't really show my. I don't look at those too much. I honestly don't, because my diet is pretty constant, and it's very rare I overconsume sugar a week, overconsume saturated fats a week, and my fibre is normally very, very good because I eat quite a lot of veg and stuff. So, but you know, maybe it's something to have a little look at. Right, let's do movement. I'm fully aware time is ticking on. Let's have a look at movement. Steps have been absolutely top drawer in 2024. I can't so poet and I know it. Can't say I'm not chuffed with the effort I've been putting in with my steps. And last week, nearly 12,000 average steps. So as you can see there, and every day, I think, pretty much every day. Oh, just Friday, just a smidge under 10,000. Again, it's all about averages over a week. So you can see some days I do less, some days I do more. Saturday was a big step day. Did like 15, 16,000 steps on Saturday. And quite a good amount yesterday, actually, like 12 or 13,000 steps yesterday. But yeah, so 11,929 steps over the week, which again I'm chuffed with. It's nice and consistent. I've not had a week yet of 2024 where I've not averaged at least 10,000 steps a day, and that's my target: 10,000 steps a day on average, 70,000 steps over a week. As you can see there, I've done nearly 80,000 steps, I think. Again, retired accountant. Oh, over 80,000, 84,000 steps over a week. Excuse me, windy pops. And over the next few weeks, although it's going to be harder to control calories and stick to a calorie deficit, my movement next week, the week after, and the week after that is going to be ridiculous. Obviously, Stag do this weekend. Pub crawling, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be all over the shop, walking about. So steps should be tip-top this week as well. And then last but by no means least, let's have a look at my exercise. And yeah, nailed the gym last week, to be honest with you. I think we did Monday, Tuesday, I think we did every day apart from Friday. Friday we were meant to go on a long walk. It just didn't happen. We just actually didn't end up with time. And if I just pop up, let's have a little scan here. Oh, this is my traditional strength training, me lifting weights in the gym. Yeah, so I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Big session on Thursday. Really hit the weights hard. I think I did about an hour and 20 odd minutes on Thursday. The other days, calories a bit lower on the old calorie burn in terms of working out, but I did shorter sessions because I introduced I was doing weights and then doing 15-20 minutes, I think, of cardio afterwards. So yeah, Monday I did about 10 minutes on little 10-minute blast on the indoor bike, and then let me have a look. I know you can see it now because I've pinned it in. And then the old elliptical cross trainer for us non-Americans. Yeah, hit that again. So I did 10-minute bike. I can't actually see the times now on, but overall last week, I did 10 minutes on the bike and I did an hour altogether out of them 4 sessions. So I did over an hour's worth of cardio, but I split up. I tend to do weights 40. If I'm going to do a bit of cardio in my training, I hate doing cardio. It absolutely bores me to tears. So I tend to do 40, 45 minute weights and then 20, 25 minute, 15, 20 minute little blast of cardio at the end. So yeah, there we go. That's it. That's what I did last week, and a good week. You know, really, again, in my calorie deficit. So I don't know what week we are of 2014. Christ, 2024. I don't know what week we are in of 2024 now. Are we 14 or 15? Anyway, whether we're 14 or 15, out of those 15 weeks, I've been in a calorie deficit every single week. And I think if it's 15 weeks, I basically had 2 weeks of 2024 where I've not hit my ideal deficit or within 5% of my ideal deficit. Second week of March, I had a little weight loss break, and then Easter weekend, I had a little weight loss break. Still in a deficit, but a smaller one, not in my ideal. And that's consistency. That is what we need. Consistency is key. Where I'm at over the next few weeks, I have no idea, but I'll keep doing these vlogs the best I can. Next week will be Tuesday. The week after, I'm not here. Now, what I might do is I'm away the Saturday, the 20th of April till like the 25th. So I might do it when I get back, like Friday, Saturday, or on Monday, Monday, like it'd be like the 30th or something, or 30 or 29th of April. I might do like 2 in 1. I don't know yet. I'll see. But I'll just sort of keep talking how I'm trying to navigate through. I'll keep checking in. We'll see what the scales are doing. And as you can see last week, I think it was at £269 last week. So I'm aiming to be roughly that when we get to the end of June, and I'll talk about each week as it ticks along. Anyway, there you go. Guys, even though I'm going away quite a bit, I'm still working. I always plan my trips kind of around work, and if I'm ever away for a week solid, or I'll do some work while I'm away. So if you want to join my community, you want to come on plan, anything like that, yeah, get signed up. I'll put all the details in the description. Community, fantastic. It's gone absolutely bonkers actually the last couple of weeks. Had so many new people join the community, and it's great to see and get some really positive feedback. So if you want to come and get involved in the community, it's just £5 for your first month using code WELCOME at checkout. So jump on board, come and say hello. If you feel you need a bit more than that, come join my one-to-one plan. I did have an Easter discount running. That has ended now. But if you do sign up, right, and you quote vlog. You don't, so obviously just sign up, but then when you email me with your consult, so when you sign up to my plan, you'll get some downloads, and part of the downloads will be a consultation form for you to fill in so I can write your plan up. When you email your consultation form over, just quote like vlog, say I've come from your weight loss vlog or something like that, and I will sort you out. Right, there you go. How I'll sort it out, I don't know, but there'll be a treat or a little discount or something. I always, if you guys help me, and support me with my business, I always try and give a little bit back. Anyway, right, that's me. I'm out of here. Hope you found that one. As always, a bit informative, a bit useful. And yeah, just keep looking out. Like I say, they're going to be a little bit sporadic maybe over the next few weeks, but I'll do my best to keep on top of them and keep them posted and keep up to date. So next week's will be Tuesday. The week after might be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Talking about, and you might get 2 for 1 or so. I have no idea. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Any comments, any questions? Always appreciated. Yeah, and until you watch the next weekly weight loss vlog, or come on my social media, or other social media platforms, or watch a podcast or whatever, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.